Hi to everyone. This new project is about the Ariete main battle tank. The kit I chose is the Ariete C1 from Trumpetere, number 00332, in 1/35 scale. Let's start now with a short look at the kit. The level of detail is definitely satisfactory, and the characteristics of the MBT are reproduced correctly. Measured details and features are reproduced in a good way according to the reference that I had. Some minor details are missing and some others are of a very poor quality level, as the turret periscope, the gun size, equipment, the tracks, the towing cables, and so on. But the problems require minor adjustment to be fixed or improved. The instruction sheet is quite accurate and clear, even if the color reference of many details are missing. The decal sheet is very basic and no stencils are provided. We can say that Trumpetere offers a good balance between quality and price, and give you the chance to build up a very decent replica of the Ariete just out of the box. The construction process is simple. There are no fitting problems, the ejection pins are very few and very limited, and the parts to assemble are in a right quantity. The only modification that requires a certain amount of energy and time is the engine ventilation system grill. To increase the level of details, I decided to replace the molded one with a metallic type. So I drilled out the grill, and after a careful sanding process, I made the new one with the metallic photo-etched part. The lateral protection skids were too thick, so they were thinned and individually separated to create some movement on the tank flanks. Some other minor details were added according to the photo reference. The painting process started with a light coat of yellow-green on the turret, plus a very thin coat of dark red primer, just to create the shadows for the main core. The hull instead had a darker primer coat. The camouflage was the Tamiya NATO Green XF67, toned down a little bit with some drops of Tamiya Dark Green Japanese Ground Defense Forces LP26. The kit tracks were not bad, but they used an aftermarket product to add more realism. The wetering process started from the lower hull. The idea was to reproduce a tank in a quite dirty but not a completely mud environment. So pigments of different colors were selectively used to create a dark mud effect on the hull. Oil colors and enamel were applied to reproduce the desired effect. For the upper hull and the turret, I use my favorite techniques, the OPR process, oil painting rendering process. Light colors have been used to draw an initial pattern of dust, dirt and grime over the model. The wetering process is carried out to achieve the desired effect by using different shades of greys, yellows and browns colors, worked with different brushes. By moving from light to darker colors in my palette, I build up the layer of dirt, dust and grime that I intended to achieve. Dry and fresh marks of mud were applied on the flanks and all around the running gear system of the Ariete to add visual interest and convincing mud effects. The figures I used are from CMK and have been modified with the Tamiya epoxy putty quick type to reproduce the characteristic leather jacket worn by the Italian tank crews. And that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, please subscribe to my channel. Any comment or suggestion will be very welcome. I'm waiting for you to the next episode featuring the Lancia 3RO with the 100mm howitzer.